this is Camille, and this is week 3 discussion. Mr. Provonos was able to incorporate the release of responsibility from the beginning when he gave clear instructions and purpose to his students, telling them what they were to accomplish and how to meet those goals. He shared his knowledge with the students as suggested by Dylan Williams. In so doing, Mr. Provonos increased the motivation and engagement of his class. While his students took ownership of their own learning on the computers, he was able to dedicate more time with those that needed help. No child was doing any kind of unnecessary busy work. It was all meaningful. And the great thing about the games on the computer is that it provided immediate feedback to students and the ability for them to improve, relearn, or practice skills until they mastered them. Mr. Provonos used formative assessments in the way of informal observation and open-ended questions to gauge where they were, especially in the beginning when they were all sitting down. Mr. Provonos used technology as a method of instruction and as a reward. As students became more skilled and mastered certain computer games, they were able to use different technology available to them, such as notebooks, iPads, and whatnot. He included differentiation in his class when he allowed his students to use the games on the computers because, number one, it helped those who needed to be challenged at a higher level to maintain their engagement and activity with the games. It also allowed those students who are visual learners to excel by the interactive and colorful pictures on the computer. Because the children were engaged in their self-learning, he was able to dedicate more time to those students who needed more support. Fourthly, he helped students by using different learning strategies, such as rhymes and patterns for those that are musically inclined or had a linguistic learning preference. So, bigger on the floor, go next door. That was kind of cute. And 5, it also allowed students with visual, auditory, or language barriers to set their volumes or repeat instructions and just to work at their own pace. And that's how I saw differentiation there. When his students were able to master a skill and apply it to a more challenging task, they became owners of their own learning. They were more motivated to excel to the next level. And students were all learning in the same class, yet they were all at different levels of skills. And you can see that based on where they were and what technology they were using. Mr. Provonos used several levels of DOK, including DOK 1, when he first prepped his students. While sitting on the floor, he asked students to identify clue words that indicated addition or subtraction. This would be like the first level of DOK, like knowledge, like the knowledge phase of Bloom's taxonomy. And as students excelled in their mathematical games, they demonstrated their application of their knowledge, which would be a higher DOK level, like a 2. Now, I think integrating the different technology as a reward for mastering a skill is brilliant. It was fantastic. He was very creative too and resourceful, to say the least. And part of the 21st century skills includes knowledge of technology for life outside of the classroom, and this very well prepares students to do that. So these lessons not only allowed them to take control of their own learning and to set their pace, but also allowed the lesson to be relevant because technology is something that students are familiar with day to day, and to be able to use it for school just made it all the more interesting and fun for them. Thank you.